Russia, Canada, China, US, Brazil. What am I doing? Let's find out. Hi, my name is Tatsuya Matsubara. Today I'm gonna talk about how I transformed one of my daily routines into something I could enjoy and get benefit from. Every single morning I do more than 40 different mobility and stretching exercises from head to toe. When I do, I count. Actually, I should say I used to count from 1 to 10. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One day 15 years ago, I realized I had so many opportunities to count from 1 to 10 in my entire life, counting 40 times a day and doing it every day. I was counting from 1 to 10 more than 14,000 times a year. Surprising number, right? Also, I thought as I aged, my muscles and joints would become stiffer and less flexible. Then I'd have to do more varieties of exercises and spend more time on each one of them, probably 50 different exercises, and count from 1 to 20. Less and less time left in my life, but more and more times I'd have to count from 1 to 10. I didn't think I was wasting my time because I was doing mobility and stretching exercises, but it was kind of boring, I had mastered how to count from 1 to 10 a long time ago and had done it so many times already. So I was like, is there any other way to count instead of saying 1, 2, 3, 4? I looked around my room and there was a globe on my desk. Okay, let's name the top 10 largest nations by area. First, I guessed what those nations were. Russia, of course, Canada, Brazil, US, maybe Australia too. Then I searched and created the ranking list. The next day, I started doing like this. Russia, Canada, China, US, Brazil, Australia, India, Argentina, Kazakhstan, Sudan. Hey, I like it. This is interesting. Less boring than 1, 2, 3, 4. By the way, I did this for the first time before 2011. Now, Algeria is the 10th. So, I continue to do this. But of course, mobility and stretching exercises require relaxation and concentration. So I never forced myself to do this all the time. Whenever I was not in the mood, I just counted 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I forgot like this. Russia, Canada. What's next? 4, 5, 6. That's okay. This is not a memorization contest. Never mind. Take it easy, Since I had opportunity to do this every morning, I became able to name those nations very smoothly in the matter of weeks. Then I moved on to the next ranking. I think it was the top 10 largest nations by population. China, India, US, Indonesia, like that. After that, I did so many others, and even today, I'm doing this every morning. Now, let me share 2 enormous benefits which I didn't even imagine when I started doing this 15 years ago. Number 1, the knowledge I gained by doing this helps me. I watch world news a lot. Knowing the top 10 nations by geography, demography, economic indicators, whatever, helps me understand world news. I have 3 children. Knowing the longest rivers, the highest mountains, the most popular cities in my country, or knowing about history, former shoguns, former presidents, any historical events, whatever, helps me assist my children's study. I gained those knowledge effortlessly by even having fun, and now they are helping me. This is great. Number 2, doing this keeps my brain young. Probably. Through repetition, I became able to name those nations, rivers, mountains, whatever, smoothly. But counting from 1 to 10 is still easier. It's completely internalized, and I can do it in my sleep. Whereas naming those nations still takes a little conscious effort on my brain, even after years of doing. That's why doing this is good for my brain. People say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm 54, but luckily I still enjoy learning new things. I teach myself guitar, piano, photography, English, and I get excited whenever I have a new challenges in my career. But I do feel my brain is aging. Someday, not too long from now, when my brain gets really old, I may start feeling reluctant to learn new things. Very sad moment. Then what should I do right now? Use it or lose it, right? Instead of using my brain in the same way repeatedly, like counting from 1 to 10 more than 14,000 times a year, let's enjoy learning new things. I can start with small things, right? I'm not a neurosurgeon, so I don't have any data to back this idea up. But as one human being with a functioning brain, I strongly feel moderate stimulus or even stress is necessary to keep my brain young. For those of you who are interested in doing this, one quick tip. Stick to the areas you like so that you can enjoy and continue doing this. For example, aperitivo, antipasti, primi, secondi, contorni, insalata. Italian meal structure. If you had to memorize this for, say, exams, you wouldn't enjoy it, right? But since I love cooking, it took me no effort at all to memorize this, and it's been fun each time saying this. Meal structure is not a ranking. It doesn't have to be. Choose anything you like. You can be creative and flexible. It doesn't have to be 10 either. I did 5 New York mafia families because Godfather is one of my favorite films. I did major historical events in 1834 because I played the piano and Chopin wrote Fantasy Impromptu in that year. I did 7 former Yugoslav nations because Serbia and Macedonia have their embassies in my world. They are all fan staff to me. Some people will say, "Hey Tatsuya, this is a great idea, but unfortunately, I don't have as many opportunities to count from 1 to 10 as you do." My advice? Why not start doing mobility and stretching exercise today? I'm not joking. You learn a lot about your body by doing those exercises, and that's going to help your own self-management tremendously. I guarantee. Alright, that's it for today's video. If you've ever successfully turned something you do routinely every day into something very interesting, let me know by commenting. Thank you very much for watching.